Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Shelly from House of the Mystical Maven here, and you are the spirit team, okay? We are the spirit team. We are in this together, and I want to make that distinction. It feels really special and potent at this time to let you all know that by being with me here, you're not just watching my videos, but you're participating in a growing community, in an energy, and in cultivating uh, a grounded and rooted sense of values and beliefs that we want to carry with us into the future, not just for ourselves, but for those who come next in line and the next down the line, and so on and so forth. We're taking place in the healing that we want for ourselves and for the future. So, having said that, thank you all so much for being here, for showing up, and for being with me and supporting my work by just watching and being together. It means so much. And I have been um, contemplating, I was kind of called today to do a little brief message. I've been wanting to get another video out on YouTube for those who are drawn to this work, to my message. And today I was really called to really discuss and discern the nuance between fear and intuition. It's been discussed before. This isn't a new topic. There's a lot of discussion, maps, things, and ways that we can draw conclusions of how to understand where feelings are coming from, where emotions are deriving choices and decisions. When something is based and surrounded in fear, and when something is being driven by intuition, okay, or being guided by intuition, okay. So I have some videos and other in YouTube about intuition. You can look that up. It was from a few weeks ago. Um, and that's more specifically about getting in touch with your clairs. This is really more about understanding where your signals are coming from. So when we feel the pulse to to be guided towards something, is it coming from fear? Is it coming from intuition? Okay, so because sometimes we might be in that crux, and I think once we talk about this, you're going to be able to see a lot more clearly and feel a lot more clearly what that is for yourself. But we're in a heightened state right now of time, especially with this, with everything that's going on, with the climate of everything is just at this royal crux, okay? And we're seeing so much polarity happen, and we're being called to make choices between these polarities. So we really want to find that center point for ourselves so that we're moving forward from a place of higher wisdom. That is intuition, okay? So, so just a couple keynotes. Fear. Fear is feeling stress, the feeling of anxiety. It comes from a place of survival. Okay, fear is a mechanism that helps to protect you against threats. Okay, so when we're in the state of fear and feeling fear, we are protecting ourselves from something that is threatening our survival. Okay, if we're being asked to make choices based from a state of fear, we're going to be impulsive with those choices. And let me just say that there could be instances that you're approached with making choices from a basis of fear, but in your day to day, in your daily day, just going about a normal routine, this is not a state that we have to exist in throughout just your kind of normal day-to-day routines, okay? So you're threatened by something such as that's unavoidable. There might be a call out for harm. There could be some harmful conditions that are brought about by um, crisis or disaster. Okay, these are fearful states, and this is totally valid to be in that place. So your feelings are valid here as well. Now, if we're making choices for our future, but in the moment of which we're standing, we are placing fear on the future of things, um, there's an urgency there, okay? So you're gonna feel contraction. You're gonna feel contraction when fear is where we're basing things on. There are threats to our future. That is valid. But when we go about making choices, are we acting from that place of fear, or can we tap in to a place of calm? There are exercises that can help you to do that. Okay, releasing the tense and the contraction of fear in order to get to that place of feeling calm. Sometimes it may take uh, moments, hours, days to get to that place to really rewire you and kind of be able to exert that energy that's stored in the body through various exercises. Okay, I'm not going to get into that here in this video. This is more of a briefing. Now, intuition, when we're in a place of being in touch with intuition, okay, we feel calm. We feel it as a truth within our gut. Okay, we're clear. We're clear in the way that we communicate, with the way that the answers and the intellect is coming through. There's a deeper wisdom there, and wisdom comes with kind of heightening our energetic body from the base of survival to a higher state, which is the heart and above. Okay, so we are connected in our heart, and we are connected in our crown and in our third eye. We're seeing clearly, and we're connecting with that crown, and that holds steady in our heart, which is really the center. Okay, our gut, yes, is one of our brains that we can work with, but if we're really suppressing our energy and it's not reaching our heart, then we're likely acting from a place of survival and fear. So intuition is grounded. It is grounded. We feel secure in where we stand, and it's expansive within that. So yes, you can still have concerns for the future, but the intuition coming from the intuitive place, you're secure in where you are, who you are, you're grounded in that sense, and then you're steady in where you're seeing forward. Okay, I hope that's kind of making sense. Those are just some of the characteristics between the two, and you can kind of see with those words, or hear with those words, the difference of those states. Okay, so this might resonate with you. If it doesn't, that's okay. um, sometimes we're frozen in fear, and we didn't even realize it for a very, very long time in life. And this could be due to many reasons. It could be due to societal pressures. It could be due to just aiming to reach the status quo. Um, you know, fuck the status quo. It could be due to, um, trying to just please someone in your life that holds a lot of power, or you believe to hold a lot of power because you have respect for them. It's okay. This is just learning. It's part of our learning, it's part of our growth. We want to help ourselves reach a place of being able to connect with humanity in a more loving way. And that's our goal here, Spirit Team. You're with me here, right? Okay. Yes, we are a team. Okay, so you recognize that fear and intuition might feel differently for you. maybe this is brought to your attention and now you're wondering, okay, well, what do I do with this? I do notice that sometimes in my day, um, I'm kind of acting or I'm sort of saying things and I can feel the energy being different. I can feel when the energy is amping from emotions that are unchecked or urgent or out of anxiety, but it kind of maybe feels good because it's comfortable or familiar. Um, and then you can tell when you're grounded and you're regulated and you feel clear and connected to your own spirit team, right? But then fear comes in, and fear wants to give you that nudge of, oh, but you got to say it now. You got to do it now. You got to do it this way, right? All right, just slow down. If there's a sense of urgency, slow down. Take a breath, take a few breaths. This is what you can ask yourself. A few things you can ask yourself. You could ask yourself, maybe you're carrying something with you, okay, and you're not sure why. You've held this belief for a while. You can ask yourself, is this mine? Is this energy mine? Do I even believe this? What I'm telling myself right now or what I'm moving to do, is this something I really believe? Is this mine? Okay, that's one question that seems okay. Other question that you can ask yourself when you're discerning, what have I been consuming? This can be in the way of anything really. Are you consuming certain news program? Are you consuming certain conversations with someone in your life that you've entertained for a while? Are you consuming newspaper clippings? Are you consuming media, social media? Are you consuming songs, certain songs? Are you looking into the places that the information you're consuming is coming from? Okay, this is really important. It's so important to see where it is that you're deriving your information from. What's the basis? Who is it coming from? Is it coming from large corporations? Chances are they want your money. They want you to buy in. Is it coming from spiritual leaders? Okay, they want you to open your heart and sense a greater love for humanity. Okay, discerning the difference between the fear that leads you to buying into something based in urgency and the choices based in intuition, grounded, calm, a sense of deep wisdom. Okay, have I been nurturing my spirit? Are you in tune with your own spiritual nature enough to tell what is fear and what is intuition? This can be done in many ways. How do you nurture your spirit so that you can be in touch with your own spirit team when there are messages for you, when something wants to be said, called, done, acted upon? How do we do that? Here are some ways you can nurture your spirit. And this is your spirit. So this might not be including friends, family. It might not include some of the things that you think are good for your soul, right? Because they're structures. And within structures are regimens, they're rigidity. Okay, we want fluid. We're looking for our spirit to feel fluid in its own flow of love and light. And that's how I envision it. Okay. So maybe your nurturing your spirit isn't coming from your friends, your family, the foods that you consider to be nurturing, distractions such as like movies that you feel comfortable in, okay? Because nurturing your spirit isn't always about being in your comfort zone either. That's a whole other topic. But ways you can support your spirit, being in nature. Most people say when they're in nature, if you really just are honest with yourself about how you feel when you're letting go of your identity of who you are and how you show up in the world, being in nature brings you to a sense of your true self. Most people can agree that. So, nature is one way. support groups, support groups for things that are of interest to you. Maybe you have overcome some type of addiction in life. Maybe you have um, overcome some type of abusive situation, things like that. These are support groups that nurture your spirit and the nature of which your spirit overcame something great and mighty, okay? And those and largely probably were surrounding fears too, or survival instincts. So other ways, free writing, automatic writing, baths, being in water, and allowing yourself maybe even just a shower, nurture your spirit by intentionally bathing, like a ritual bath. Doesn't have to be fancy. It can just be a foot soak, really, if you don't have a tub, but something like that, really connecting with water in that way to provide healing space. And of course, meditation, because meditation quiets the mind, it creates stillness, but it doesn't stop thoughts. It just allows you to see the thoughts that are arising. And then if you're, the more you practice it, the more you see where those thoughts are stemming from. And then you're able to say, this isn't mine. This is where this thought comes from. It's an old story that I'm not connected with anymore. Okay. And then movement practices, because that, if you're allowing yourself to move in ways, new ways, or familiar ways, or dance, or yoga, tai chi, these nurture the spirit because they allow your experience to be integrated through to your body, okay? So those are some ways to nurture your spirit. When you nurture your spirit, you are allowing your energy to rise from the base and survival to a higher state of being and mind. So this is where our fear and intuition come to be two separate entities, and we can see where we fall into the scale of both of those. So I hope this is making sense, and I hope this helps anybody who may resonate with what I'm talking about here. Like I said, there's a lot more information about this out there. I'm grazing the surface. I just felt like I was called to get something out to you around this topic. Be well. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Thank you, Spirit Team, for showing up. We got this. We are in this together. Much love. Peace.